Simultaneous linear equations are a pair of equations in which two variables are given, y and x in this case, and we can solve them by these two methods, either the elimination method or the substitution method. Now we're going to solve the same equation by both the methods and see what exactly we are supposed to be doing. But before we start, it is a good idea if you get the variables on one side and the constants on the other. I'm going to do it for the first equation. The second one is fine. It is just for the sake of convenience. I am going to, sorry, I'm going to bring, I am also going to switch this 2x to this side at the same time. So after we do that, y stays over there. 2x was positive on the other side, it becomes negative when it comes over here, and the 9 was negative, it becomes a positive. The second equation was fine as it is. And you notice that we are writing the x variable below the x variable and the y variable below the y variable. Now using the first method, elimination. That means we have to get rid of one of the variables. How we do that? Let's see. Alright, looking at these two, it seems we can get rid of y if we multiply the first equation with 4. Then we will end up with a 4y over here. Let's do that. This is the first equation. And remember, we have to multiply both sides. So we end up with 4y minus 8x is equal to 36. This second equation stays as it is for y minus 5x is equal to 18. We're going to subtract because both of these are positive. We're going to change the sign. This becomes a positive, this is a positive, becomes a negative. We're just going to consider these signs now. This, this, and this. Because now you have a plus 4 and a minus 4, this is gone, eliminated. Minus 8x plus 5x is equal to 36 minus 18. So we have minus 3x and 18. We get, when we move this minus 3 to the other side, it was being multiplied over here. When we shift it to the other side, it becomes the denominator and the negative sign goes with it. So x is equal to minus 6. Now that we have the value of x, we can use either of these equations, it doesn't matter which one. Equation number 1 or equation number 2, because equation number 1 seems to be less of a headache, we'll just choose equation number 1 and substitute the value of the value of x that we just found to find the value of y. Now the value of x is minus 6, substituted. This becomes minus and minus gives you a plus, 6 to the 12 is equal to 9. Take the 12 to the other side, it becomes 9 minus 12, or y is equal to minus 3. We found both the values using the elimination method. Now we're going to solve the same equation using the substitution method. Let's write down the equation before we start. The first equation, y minus 2x is equal to 9, and the second equation for y minus 5x is equal to 18. We see that if we use the first equation, the one which seems to be less of a headache, we can easily write this as, if we take this to the other side, y is equal to 2x. It was a negative on that side, so it becomes a positive, plus 9. And using this, we are going to substitute it in the second equation. This is why it's called the substitution method. We are going to substitute this value. Instead of y, we're going to write down the value of y that we found from the first equation. For, instead of y, I'm going to write down the value that was 2x plus 9. From the first equation, we wrote it in the second equation and we substituted it. Minus 5x is equal to 18. Now we open the brackets and we multiply these two. 4 2 gives you 8x plus 9 4 is 36 minus 5x is equal to 18. 8x minus 5x gives you 3x. And let's take this to the other side. 36, it's a positive, it's going to become a negative when you take it to the other side. So it becomes 18 minus 36. 3x ends up as minus 18. If you take the 3 to the other side, it becomes 18 divided by 3 because it was being multiplied over here. So x ends up as minus 6, exactly the same value it is over here. And using this value, and using equation number 1 because it's simpler, we can find the value of y. And for the record, you can use this version or this version, it's the same thing. Y is equal to 2x plus 9. We substitute the value of x, which is minus 6, plus 9. So that gives you minus 12 plus 9 or minus 3. And we're done.